The Dallas Cowboys continue to be one of the busiest teams in the NFL as preparation for the 2026 season intensifies. With the training camp set to begin, the organization is fully focused on building a roster capable of competing for a Super Bowl. After making a several important additions during the offseason, the Dallas Cowboys are still monitoring the trade and free agencies market in the search of the player who can strengthen a key position. A team owner, Jerry Jones, and the front office believe there is still a room for improvements, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and they are prepared to make another move if the right opportunity become available before a regular season it begins. One of the biggest priorities for the Dallas remains rebuilding the defense. Last season exposed several weaknesses, particularly at the linebacker, cornerback, and a defensive tackle, prompting the Cowboys to make a change to both the coaching staff and the roster. The arrival of a new defensive coordinator, Christian Parker, has brought a fresh philosophy centered on a speed, physicality, and creating a turnovers during the game. Throughout the training camp, every defensive position will be closely evaluated as the coaches determine which player best fit the new system. Competition is expected to be intense with several young players hoping to secure starting roles alongside the experienced veterans. Although the Cowboys have already completed several notable signings and trades during the offseason, league insiders continue to link the franchise with additional transfer activity, so the Dallas is reportedly keeping the close eye on veteran linebackers, experienced cornerback, pass rusher, and offensive linemen who could become available throughout the trade or free agencies. NFL executives believe the Cowboys have maintained enough salary cap flexibility to make another important acquisition if injuries or unexpected roster changes around the league to create the right opportunity. While no blockbuster trade has been finalized today, the organization remains one of the teams most likely to stay active throughout the training camp. Veteran linebacker Buddy Wagner remains one of the names frequently mentioned in connection with a Dallas Cowboy. Although there have been no official negotiation confirmed, many analysts believe a Wagner leadership, championship experience, and defensive intelligence would immediately improve the Cowboys linebacker unit. The front office is also believed to be the monitoring several veterans edge rusher who could provide additional pressure on opposing quarterbacks, as well as experienced cornerback capable of adding a depth and stability to the secondary if the younger player failed to impress during a preseason competition. So the training camp is expected to feature a several important position battle that could shape the Cowboys season. At the wide receiver, a younger player are competing fiercely for a roster spot. Behind the established startup, while on offensive line, both rookie and veterans are fighting for the opportunities to protect a quarterback like Prescott. The linebacker competition may prove to be the most important of all as the coaching staff searches for a player capable of adapting quickly to a Christian Parker's aggressive defensive scheme. A strong preseason performances could dramatically alter the final 53-man roster before the start of the regular season. The Cowboys have already strengthened their squad throughout several off-season additions, bringing in players such as Jalen Thompson, Lashawn Gary, Kobe Durant, Derrick Henry, and Otito Abigonia, Adi Winters, Ham Howell, Michael Andy. These acquisitions were designed to improve our depth across a multiple positions while maintaining a long-term financial flexibility. At the same time, Dallas Cowboys restructured the contract of the quarterback Dak Prescott and offensive lineman Tyler Smith, creating additional salary cap, a space that could be used to pursue another impact player before the season officially begins. Several young players are also attracting attention as training camp approaches. Coaches are expected to closely evaluate a rookie and second-year players who could earn meaningful roles during 2026 campaign or season. The organization believes its younger talent and the potential to become an important part of the team future and strong performances during preseason game that could significantly influence a final roster decision. This emphasizes on youth combined with experienced veterans already on the roster and thus gives a Dallas confidence that it can compete with the NFL top teams this season. Despite the excitement surrounding the current roster, a trade rumor continues to dominate conversation among Cowboys fans and NFL analysts. Reports indicate that the Dallas remain interested in adding another linebacker, a cornerback, defensive tackle, edge rusher, or defensive lineman if the right player become available. Team executives have made it clear they are willing to act aggressively whenever an opportunity presents itself, and many observers expect the Cowboys to remain active in the on the player market throughout Augusta. As July 2026, however, no major new transfer or trade has been officially completed. Overall, the Dallas Cowboys enter 2026 season with a renewed optimism and championship ambition. The franchise has invested heavily in strengthening its roster, improving its defense, and creating a greater competition at nearly every position. With a training camp about to begin, every practice session will be a crucial as coaches evaluate player and finalize the team. If the Dallas succeed in additional another experienced defender or offensive lineman or new NFL season, one of the biggest stories from the camp has been the incredible energy surrounding the team under a head coach Brian Scott Heyman. So the players have embraced the new coaching style and the atmosphere has been noticeably more competitive than ever. Veterans are setting the standard while a young player are pushing hard to earn a meaningful roles before the preseason officially begins. The Dallas Cowboys defense continued to attract the plenty of attention. A newly acquired safety Caleb Downs has quickly impressed coaches and teammates with his athleticism, football IQ, and ability to make plays in secondary. His performances during practices have generated excitement among fans who believe he could become one of the breakout stars of the 2026 season. The defense as the whole has looked faster, more physical and much more aggressive during a camp session, and as several roster battles are also heating up the competition at the wide receiver. Offensive line, linebacker, and cornerback remains intense as the young player attempts to secure a place on the final of the 53 months roster. So our coaches Brian Scott Heimer have repeatedly emphasized that every practice matter, making each training session feel like a little game. This means every practice look like a little game that the Dallas Cowboy players are playing. So the players know that one of the great performances can dramatically improve their chances of making the team. In the transfer market, Dallas has remained actively throughout the offseason, and the front office strengthened at several positions by bringing in experienced veterans while also adding talented rookies through the NFL draft. The organization has focused on building a depth, particularly on defense, while leaving the door open for another move if the right opportunity becomes available or before a regular season it begins. So the owner, general manager of the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, has acknowledged that Cowboys are still willing to explore potential trades if they believe a deal can improve the roster. A quarterback, Dak Prescott, has looked comfortably throughout the camp, displaying excellent chemistry with his receivers and showing confidence in the offense. His leadership has been praised by teammates, and expectations remain high for him to guide Dallas back into the NFL playoff race. The coaching staff believes the offense has the potential to become one of the league's most balanced attacks if the offensive line continues to develop throughout a training camp. Not yet everything has gone perfectly, however. The Cowboys suffered an unfortunate setback when the Ty and Stone fans sustained an ACL during a practice, ending his 2026 season before it even began, while the front was expected to continue mainly on a special teams and provide a depth at tail end. The injury is still disappointing blow for both the player and the organization. The remaining tight ends will now have an opportunity to compete for increased playing time. Looking ahead, preseason games will provide the next major opportunity for the players to prove themselves. So the coaches will closely evaluate execution, discipline, and consistency as they continue trimming the roster before a week one for the season. Every snap will be crucial for the players fighting to earn the permanent places on the team, and the overall mood around the Cowboys is one of the cautious optimism. The roster appears deeper than it did years ago. The defense has added exciting young talent, and the coaching staff believes the team has enough pieces to compete with the NFL best in the NFL best. If the key players stay healthy and the newcomers continue to develop well in the Dallas Cowboys and their knowledge, Dallas could enter the regular season as the one of the conference's most dangerous team. So the Cowboys fans have every reason to be excited. In the training camp has already produced standout performances, intriguing roster battles, and encouraging signs that this team is preparing to compete for the highest level. So for the coming weeks will reveal which a player says the opportunity, but one thing is certainly the Lord of 2026 NFL. Season is underway and the Dallas Cowboys are determined to make it the memorable one on the Dallas Cowboy. So if the Dallas Cowboy newcomer or new players make more exercise, they will be